evening, everybody. Welcome to the Choir Directors Academy. I am your host, Angela Elaine. I appreciate you all checking out this video. But searching for hidden talents is very easy. Number one, thank you. Number one, when you're searching for hidden talents, you have to be a people person to search it out. If you're not one of those people that likes to interact with folks, you probably will never discover what people are capable of doing. Okay, sometimes you do. A lot of times I find out about people. Hey, Elliot, Professor Elliot, how are you? Thank you so very much. I appreciate your prayers. A lot of times I find out what people are doing just by conversation, striking up a conversation, and in this case, we're talking about music, we're talking about the choir. And a lot of times you have people that are like me. You would never think, if you saw me when I was a kid, I was the one that sat in the back of the choir. And, I'm not one of those people that push myself up out front. I would be the one sitting in the back just watching everybody and would never say anything. Nobody ever knew I could direct. They never knew I could play an instrument or anything, sing, whatever, because I wasn't that person. But over the time when people started talking to me and, they would stop by my church and then they would see me do it, I'm like, girl, I didn't know you could do that. And then it opened doors for me to do other things. Sometimes that's what we have to do. Just strike up a conversation with somebody. Once you step out of your comfort zone, you'll be able to draw it out of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Whatever was poured into you, you need to put it in somebody else. So number one, you can start by having conversations with people. And then sometimes you just watch them, how they interact with other people. And you kind of like, what else do you do? Because certain personalities bring out certain types of gifts, generally. And, and I'm just saying generality, because there are people that I know that are introverted and they have beautiful voices. And you kind of sitting there going, well, why aren't you doing this? When nobody ever asked. So searching for, once you know what to look for, sometimes we miss a lot of opportunities because we really don't know what to look for. We don't live, I don't say live totally in the moment, but you have to kind of like be free to a degree. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, they used to tell me when I was growing up, they said there are some blessings that have your name on them. Then there are blessings that are to whom it may concern. If you just in the way, you get it. And a lot of times when you're looking for people, you're looking for people to direct, to sing, to play. Even people in the choir that have administrative skills, they can they make excellent treasurers because they're meticulous and they don't have sticky fingers. Then you have people who are administrators in the sense that they're kind of like secretarial. They can keep up with whatever you got going on, creating flyers, sending out newsletters, and there's all kinds of gifts and talents within the choir, and you don't have to do everything yourself. We make that mistake as directors. We try to do everything, and then I'm very serious. Don't make me testify. We try to do everything that we can, everything like we're super people and whatever else, and we burn ourselves out. In this role, I've learned very, very quickly, I cannot do it all, and I'm not going to try. A lot of times, if you see me doing something in the jurisdiction, it's because somebody told me that you have to do it. Somebody higher than me has told me, you need to get up there and do your job. You need to do this. You need to do that. Otherwise, I give everybody an opportunity because in my mind, and that's another thing. If you're looking for talent, you have to be secure within yourself. Because in this role, as being a president of the music department, I got the job because they already demonstrated what I'm capable of doing. They already know I can direct. They already know I play 4 instruments. They already know I'm all right singer, but I'm saying they already know I can teach. They already know I've already demonstrated these things. I've already demonstrated a knowledge of music. So they're not expecting me to do everything. They're expecting me to take the skills that I've learned and pour them into somebody else, or parlay the department into a greater level. Okay, so you have to be secure within yourself. You can't be one of these people that I got to steal the whole show for myself. You're supposed to be past that point when you step into a leadership role. Okay, I'm really trying to keep this under 15 minutes, but seriously, as leaders, you should be confident enough to know that it's not about me. I got a platform. There are a lot of people that have gifts and talents. I want to promote them. And that's my attitude. It doesn't matter. I'm comfortable within myself. And like I always tell the group, you can direct, you can sing, you can do whatever you want to do. You can raise the dead. At the end of the day, I'm still the music president. So it doesn't matter. So when you're comfortable in who you are, you're able to, you see things. You can't follow what I'm saying. You have a greater discernment because your flesh is out of the way. Because I know who I am. Okay? Then I'm able to see and I'm able to encourage other people and bring that out of them. A lot of people are very gifted in singing. And maybe they're not a director, but they can be a section leader, or they can be, anything. Choirs need graphic designers. We need all kinds of people in there. So you have to have the mentality that I know who I am, but I'm going to help somebody else find out who they are. Elliot says, you are talking right. This is exactly what they have been covering in the leadership classes today. Right. As a leader, you have to be, hey, Lady Iris, as a leader, you have to be comfortable because, if you're trying to stifle other people, you can't grow. That's how I see it. You cannot grow and develop into the person that you need to be as long as you got your hands and your feet on everybody else and not allowing them to grow. And, actually what I've learned in this role as well is that no matter how much I give out, I can't tell everything that I know. And I find that with a lot of leaders, they don't want to share information because they feel that if I tell you, then you're going to do better than me. No, you can't. How are you going to do better than me when I'm a unique person? Okay, your particular, Liam Neeson in that movie, The Taken, he said, I have a particular set of skills that I've acquired over a long career. That would be any choir director. You've done this job. You have acquired a particular set of skills over a long career. So no matter how much I pour into you, I can't tell you every situation that I encountered that developed me to be who I am. And we fall as leaders when we do that. You know what I'm saying? When you don't recognize who you are in the process. So no matter, you can't be afraid of people growing. You should want to see people grow. Do you know what that does for you as a leader when the people that you train, they go past you? That's a testament to you. And I think if leaders turn it and kind of look at it from that perspective, then we would have a lot more people developing. We wouldn't have so many bitter people. And the thing is whatever you're giving out, the people who are following you pick that up. And I tell people all the time, we kind of tailor it to the word of God, but it's anything that you do, there is a spirit from you that goes along with your words. And even though you can tell a person the right thing to do, if it's carried on a rip current of all kinds of ill feelings, or jealousy, envy, or whatever, that person's spirit is going to pick that up. They may hear the words, but they're going to pick up the spirit that you have when you're giving it out. So when you're making sure that you are comfortable in who you are, make sure you understand your role. And when you understand your role and what the process is and what you should do, then you're able to look for that in somebody else. Because think about it, in order for you to do what you're doing, somebody had to see it in you and bring it up out of you. And that's what you need to do in dealing with other people. Go around and visit people. Go to musicals. We all are connected with so many different people on Facebook. When they have their musicals and their little singing concerts and things, go visit them. Get a chance to see them operating in their element, in their churches, on their venues, whatever, their birthday celebrations. You'd be surprised what you learn about people, how they view things. And sometimes, a lot of times when I go, I'm just going there to see and to watch, and I learn something about myself to help me do better. Or I learn something that I can add to me, that I can develop in me, or add what you did into me. It's still going to come out different because all of us have a different set of circumstances. So no matter what I do, if I see you do it and I take it and add it to me, it's not going to come out exactly like you anyway. We have to grow past that point of mimicking. We take what you have, we learn from it, but we incorporate it into our mental grid, and then it goes out. And that way, no matter what I share, it's not going to sound like me. It's going to sound like you, because no matter, each of us interpret what another person says differently. We all don't hear it the same, and we all don't see it the same, but it can yield the same results. Okay. Again, going around visiting and checking out people in their element and seeing what they do. Just casually do that, no particular rhyme or reason, and you will be surprised. And sometimes while you're going to check out somebody else, you run into someone else that has a gift that you can help mentor and develop. I mean, it's a whole lot of things, but I just want to cover those two things, because most of the time leaders struggle with that, and that's why they're focusing on leadership so much, because sometimes we can destroy people, we can kill the inner spirit that has that gift, and they can't develop and grow because they're stuck, and we're stuck. If everybody's stuck, none of us are going anywhere. So, as a leader, you have to be mature and develop to the point that is really what you enjoy doing, being a developer, taking people and helping them to acquire their skills so they can go higher. And remember, as your students go higher, or whoever you're mentoring, young people watching you, as they go higher and do better, they're gonna mention you. You don't have to worry about I don't worry about being forgotten. As a matter of fact, I used to always want people to not, just like, oh, leave me alone, don't bother me, let me just do whatever. But you don't have to worry about that. Being forgotten, you will never. If you are a person that develops and pours into people and share wisdom and share knowledge, you will never be forgotten. That will never happen. Because the more you give out, when you give out, you get replenished. And what you get pushes you up higher. And you will always be going higher in a level, because as you share, more comes in, and your mental horizon gets expanded. Your wisdom gets expanded. Your understanding gets expanded. And you become, instead of just being an area thinker, you become a global thinker. You can understand so much. And that's why you see some leaders, when they get to a certain level, they're not shaken by anything. They just look at people and they know what they're capable of doing. And, it just seems like they know how to place people here, there, everywhere, and things just flow, So that's all I got, really. I'm keeping it very brief. He says, say it, you need all. Oh, people tell me that all the time. I just share it. I lose nothing. I've gotten to the point in life that I realize I lose nothing. And that's kind of why I have the Choir Directors Academy. I share what I've learned is being a director. I've been a director for over 40 years. I started as a little bitty kid. I was considered a prodigy as a child. I started directing, I think, officially, I started directing at 9 years old, but I was directing way before that, like maybe 5 years old. I was teaching parts and doing all kinds of stuff, playing on little instruments and stuff. I was doing all kinds of stuff. So, I grew up with that, but I learned over time that I lose nothing. I gain a whole lot by sharing with other people. And as a choir director, I know there are a lot of things that we do, and a lot of mistakes I made coming up the ranks within those 40 years. And if I can help other people to keep them from making mistakes, I'm cool with it. I'm happy. Actually, I'm very happy, because somebody else is looking at me, and they're going to do the same to me and help me progress further. Thank you, Annette. Thank you so much. She says, thanks for sharing your wisdom. Says, blessing to you, lovely. Thank you, classy lady. And I appreciate, thanks, Mom, Lady, Mother Harris. Thank you for watching. And that's all I had on tonight. I didn't really want to do too much, because I got a lot of things going on. But just pray for a sister that I get through this week up until Wednesday, when the official service is over. Then I'll be able to rest. But I just want to share that with you, so that you all can just have something to think about. So when you're going around people and you realize that it's not about you. I'm here to mentor. I'm here to share. I'm here to help somebody get to where they need to be. And whatever I got to share will bless them and help them. But in turn, I'm blessing me. Thank you all for watching me and joining me on tonight. And I hope you have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your holiday on tomorrow. I know we have different views on it, but just, in other words, enjoy the day off. Enjoy the day off. If you have it off, enjoy the day off. If you don't, I'm praying for you that soon you have a day off, okay? So just enjoy yourselves, enjoy your weekend, and keep your sister in prayer. And you all have a lovely evening, and peace.